Good evening and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer live at SGLive. I can do hand motions.
So live.
I'm Lord Fizzlebeef. Joined with me is Dark Moon.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
And we're here to watch Serisan v. Luffy. This is going to be good.
Oh, it will be.
This is going to be so good.
So good. Winners bracket finals. That's what we're at right now. So, of course, there's a championship that comes after this after we handle the lower bracket. But winners bracket finals. This is who's going to determine one of the two that's absolutely going to be in finals.
Now, we've got ourselves a party here. We got a black belt, we got two black mages, and we got a white mage. There was a gentleman's agreement as part of the draft. They decided that both of their first picks were going to be whatever the third and fourth slot loaded into the ROM was. That was a black mage and a white mage. Luffy then had had the first actual pick. Picked a black belt, and Serisan rounded that out with a black mage.
And everyth's playable. Every class they had. Fighter and Thief were great. Not that we're going to see it. Who needs those guys? But Black Belt just can't use armor or the bracelets, but who cares?
They don't need that.
Buff them. They're fine.
Yeah.
Black Mage had some Maya's agility, but man, whatever. They're going to get hit and die anyway. White Mage had, I think, minus money. Oh, no.
Yeah, but gets legendary swords.
Gets legendary swords. And, it's all good. So.
And we're off.
Oh, they did the countdown. Cool. I was going to do that, but that's fine. We're good to go.
There's so many people here.
We have attendance. It's so weird. I didn't see anything useful in white magic. We do have nuke and fast, though, so I don't know, re-roll for a third black They're not allowed to. They're not.
If only.
4 black mages. Let's just do it, man.
No, that happened earlier, almost.
Nuke and fast are lovely, though. Yeah, I mean, that's half of your end game right there. Who cares about anything else? So, of course, standard play, buy your magic, go up to Garland, kill Garland, talk to Princess, talk to King, find your items. We do have 2 loose items in the pool, though, so we need to actually check chests until we find those 2 loose items, or until go mode is achieved before that. And with go mode for a black belt, there's a bunch of stuff we don't need to find.
Right.
Yeah.
We could do without a ribbon, probably. We'll probably do without the gauntlet. Probably don't need tail.
Definitely don't need tail. Well, I've ground to 50. Let's just go class change now.
I mean, stranger things have happened. So, black shirt nuke versus Garland.
That's 1 nuke. Doesn't even matter what else happened.
Yeah.
Princess saved. Get the adamant. So we can go one direction. And I think we're going to Dwarf Cave.
So we can go one direction.
We're going to Dwarf Cave before we talk to the pirates. That's guaranteed now.
Would you like to go to Dwarf Cave or Dwarf Cave?
I feel like the seed is pointing us somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Provoca. No.
I probably would just out of habit. Halfway there, I'd just be like, what am I doing? Why is this happening to
I'm
me?
committed now. We just have to go do it.
Yeah.
Ice armor selling for 27,000 though. That's a nice chunk of change in the pocket for buying magic down the road.
Yep.
Yeah. It's 13K, but 13K in the early game, that's huge.
It'd be really good if there actually was a vendor item at Provoca. That'll almost certainly make it affordable.
Yep. Watch it be just over what they've both spent, and they're like, pop grind.
As is tradition.
Oh. Nope, you almost went to Provoca. Nope. Oh,
we are going to Provoca.
Wow.
So Serisan first to the bridge boss at 2:15. Luffy going west. Serisan with the Matoya check, gambling hard on there being a loose.
Luffy is going west, though. I mean, I can understand this. You check the chests, you see what's here. You get a terrible nerf bet. You get one of the 2 loose.
Well, then, okay then.
And then, of course, you go to Provoke, you get your spells, you get your item. But I can see the thought of going west first, because there's a good chance Ship is one of those 2 items in Dwarf, and maybe there's a loose in Dwarf. Maybe there's still a loose in Dwarf. We don't know.
That would just be a total mind game.
Serisan coming over here. Not checking the magic first, just going to go fight the pirates. I mean, you've got nuke.
If you got AoE,
got
just do the
Blackshot.
pirates first.
Yeah.
If you don't have AoE, then I would check the magic shops first.
I mean, I do the magic shops first because I'm dumb and will forget. These players are better than I am. It's guaranteed.
Hooray!
And that's the rod. So not the ship. That's you can't take that on. You can't float with that.
Right.
No. Well, we can't float with that though.
You can, basically.
It's in the name. It's the floater.
Yeah.
Floater is our shop item. We have that out of the way. So far, everything we've found has actually
no.
been.
Oh boy. Well, actually, no. Luffy's got to go to provoke it next.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean, and right now, until we have the canoe, the ship does make for faster transport. It's still useful at this moment. Briefly.
The only thing is that we sail straight for Provoca. We see a floater. I don't think we're stopping at Matoya.
Natty. And it's going to hurt if that herb is canoe. Game winning over there. We're applauding for them. Good job. GG's. And back to Final Fantasy. So they've swapped places, and they're both going in opposite directions, which is great. Means we don't have to talk about that at all. The weird snow hat on Luffy's character on the map man, like when he's walking around and it's see-through, it's getting to me. It's a little weird.
Well, it's like a cloaking device, but it doesn't quite work all the way.
You didn't slip it far enough down over you. And he's going to kill the pirates, and he's going to get his money, and he'll get his floater. And then he's got to figure out if he's going to go talk to Matoya or not. Now, there is a school of thought of don't go to Matoya until you have the crystal. That's what you do.
They're going to make me do this a lot.
I don't talk to the Hooray Dwarf, so you're the
I'm not going to
only one
complain
that's gonna
about
be
it,
doing
but they're going to make me do this a lot.
All you. So let's go see what that herb turns into, because if the herb is the crystal, Luffy's not going there for some time, I don't think. So 2 loose. Northern docks are on. Extended open progression is on. Bahamut dock is not on.
Correct. But
Floater dock is not on.
correct.
Or as I should say it, I'm sorry, the Luffy dock.
The Luffy dock is
the
not
Luffy
on.
dock
Correct.
is not on.
Which is to Luffy's advantage.
Most of the standard incentives you expect are there. The elemental dungeons that are incentivized are Earth and Sky. Both of them are post-lock essential. So post-rod, post-cube.
Yep.
So their items are going to be there, but they are random in those spots. Was that enough? Is that everything that seems relevant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to get excited about the rest of 2 through 4 Magic, given that we've already got level 1 Nuke. We've got level 4 Fade for that White Mage. Just to give that something to do.
Temper.
There we go, Temper. That's something to be excited about.
Okay, and I don't think we've seen. I think it was Hakir 3 at one point, but we haven't seen like life spells, whatever.
Right.
I know we technically want those for a White Mage, but it's short Topher. So you know what? I don't really care. I feel like my end game is locked now. You got a black belt, you got Temper, you got Fast, you got Nuke, you got Fade. Why check shops anymore?
We get Pro Rings -1 here for just way too much money.
Who needs a pro ring? You got a black belt. It's my solution. No, it's 1 key and you smash it against the lock over and over again. It's a black belt.
So that herb turned into a canoe.
This is a big problem for Luffy right now.
If Canal is in Marsh, and if I were a betting man, I'd say it is.
Luffy, now, doesn't have to be. Remember, Canal is not required to be in the inner sea when you have Canal or Canoe and Floater in the inner sea. It can be anywhere. If we're lucky, it's an ice cave, and he never has to go there again.
Question in chat. Winners finals? I don't remember where we are in the tournament. This is the winners finals.
Winners finals. There's still a finals.
Yeah. If Crystal is in here, Luffy's in good shape.
Oh, there goes 2 of our mages and almost a third. We didn't need them.
Yeah, no.
They're holding us back.
They get in the way.
You got a Nuke and a black belt.
Right.
That's all you need.
Meanwhile, Serisan picking up Oxiel out of the circle of sages.
He just nukes the... Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're lethal, you got to take them out before they take you out.
I think the bigger issue right now for Luffy is he thinks he's too loose down.
Right.
And got ambushed by scorpions because, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not liking the chances of this
Hashtag
dive.
just Marsh Cave things.
Yep. Thanks, Marsh Cave.
Serisan continuing the easy pickups. Gets the loot.
He's entertained by it, too.
I would be. he's gosh
living
dang,
easy street right
he's
here.
gosh dang close to go mode
I
already.
know. That's crazy to think. Yeah, a chime and a key, and he could just stop checking everything.
So he's going to head into
gonna
Earth
grind.
looking for a tile.
He's going to try to grind. Oh.
I mean, short-term party grind, sure. Long-term black belt grind.
No. I mean, you could if they're not hitting super hard against the black belt. And honestly, with snorting,
Yeah, that's an uncomfortable if. Meanwhile, Luffy going to get to the actual incentive box in Marsh. See what we got.
oh, this.
Zombie D. Now that
This I would take.
that's grindable.
Yeah. And we're just, I mean, if...
Oh,
Oh.
so Luffy might be forced,
Unless there's a loose canal here.
unless there's a loose canal here, in which case we all feel bad.
Well, he still has to check top. He hasn't done top yet. So there's still 4 chests possible for a loose canal, which we're not hoping for. We don't want to do that to Luffy.
No, we want this to be like Crystal or something that points him back to Matoya.
Yeah.
Either because he wants to go there or by process of elimination.
Hope Serisan right now hoping that the waters will eventually do what they're supposed to and kill something. So far not. And he gets tired. I can't say I blame him. They were not being cooperative. Going somewhere else to look for a different grind, I'm assuming. Or to recharge, maybe.
Wait, I was looking away. What was wrong with the zombie dragons?
I didn't see anything wrong with the zombie dragons. I think he was trying to kill off his party or something, and like 3 waters do a better job of it than 1 zombie D. I'm not exactly certain.
Maybe we were unsatisfied with just the level of our party, and so we're looking to get a couple more party levels on the waters, and then we can swap over.
I will be honest, I was looking at Luffy because grind was happening. He's in grind mode.
Sometimes I don't even watch my own grinds. I just hold A, toggle the cursors.
Up, down,
Yeah.
up, down. We're in it. It's fine. Yeah. Luffy going to top now. If Slab turns into something, Luffy has not necessarily lost a ton of time. And that's doubly so if he finds a better grind than Zombie Ds and Waters.
I'm just real worried about a loose up here.
Oh, yeah. Now, if it's a loose that doesn't take him away from here, like a loose canal,
Right.
and actually still makes him go over to Matoya, then he's in great shape.
Yeah, he's doing not bad.
Yeah.
He's a little behind, but
He'd
like,
have he'd
terrible.
have both loose, so he wouldn't have to worry about it the way Serisan would.
That is true.
Yes.
And no one looks for loose in Marsh. Why would you do that? No one would do that.
Oh, I see. We're also rocking cursor strats from Luffy. Yeah.
I mean, it's important to bring the at-home experience here to SGLive. We brought everything. We brought our ties. We brought our cursors. It's everything.
The unofficial 5th party member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Luffy got nothing out of there.
So Maddie is his only option.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, 1 second. Because he's going to come over here, he'll get his spells. He already knows the shop item is in here. There really isn't anything for him to check other than Maddie. Celebrate for the crowd. That was a good reset. Getting ambushed by the Saheg sharks. Just don't deal with that. Yeah.
So Serisan has converted over to single party member grind mode.
The downside of dragons is you have to heal pretty often, since they will chunk you down pretty hard. Upside is 10,000 XP.
Yeah.
And they're undead and dragons, so they're highly unlikely to run. Not impossible, highly unlikely. But you want them up front because you don't want to get ambushed by them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll focus on Serisan for a bit because Luffy's catching up to us.
So Saracen's grinding. Let's focus on Luffy for a bit.
I was hoping you'd do that. But we already seen all this.
No, just see, now it's purple. It used to be blue or green, and now it's different. See, it's content.
Dab, dab, dab for the black belt. As Serisan uses his special sprites.
Mm-hmm. So Herb turn in, going to be Canoe. Luffy's going to be in the air. Probably going to do the same easy key item checks that Serisan has. Will be interesting to see if he also checks Earth for grind tiles and lights this.
Well, he also has one additional check Serisan won't be doing anytime soon. He has the slab.
True. I don't like doing that without the bottle.
Well, sure, yes, no. Bottle check is at least easy to bang out because you just park right there and you slam into Gaia a couple times and you just go there.
Yeah.
It's fine. Who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
Bonus of going to do the slab check now. Get all your magic shops out of the way. Never have to think about them again because you're not going to class change. So go buy everything you can. Don't have to visit the other shops for that. You're saving yourself steps at that point. Got to save the frames. Yeah.
Hello, ZBulldog63 in chat. Yes, this am FF1. We're only 15 minutes in, and the one notable thing is that both of our runners are able to be in the air.
Yes.
They both have they have the airship. They've got Canoe. They've got everything they need transportation-wise. Key items. Serisan is very close to go mode, but has stopped so that he can grind this here black belt up to... I doubt he's going to stop at 32. He's probably going all the way to 42.
Yeah, there wasn't anything specific that made stopping at 32 sound better. No bonus hit percent or anything like that. Yeah. So there's the Sarda check. Brain, no working.
So
He gets his air guitar.
Yep, Luffy gets a sweet guitar.
He's in the air, and the guitar.
Just going, and then the plate just moves.
Wild Stallion.
Just awkwardly shifts out of the room.
Yeah. And Luffy's doing the same thing.
Yep.
Slam into that marsh. Save. In. Well, okay, so the 10 minutes... I guess we'll see eventually if he gets an advantage on that slab. It's not happening anytime soon.
Comments in chat. Thought there was a hard cap at 30? No.
50.
Level 50 is the max. It's the vanilla max. We haven't done anything to change with that. The reason why we're throwing out the numbers 32 and 42 is because for the black belt, their number of punches per punch is calculated based on level with breakpoints that we know of that increase them. So, for example, at 32, they go from 6 hits to 8 hits. That is a big jump in power. At 42, they go from 8 hits to 10 hits. That is a slightly less big jump in power, but they also get a fixed amount of strength per level. So
it adds up.
It really adds up.
It adds up. Extra hits equal good.
They also get more magic defense. They also get more health.
Yeah.
Really takes the suspense out. Well, not really takes the risk out of the Temple of Fiends.
Yeah.
Like Bane can and will happen at any moment to any of us, but
Can't stop it. Like, so Death Touch gets through, and Death Touch gets through. That is what it is.
Yeah. So
Luffy is checking chests.
I don't think Luffy likes the zombie detail. I think he's going to look for something else.
I didn't pay attention to how early on the encounter table the first encounter was. So I don't know whether or not any sort of desert grind is viable. These flags haven't generally supported that, except for, the one time they do. But that Serisan was in that game too, and he can't be that lucky twice.
Yes, this is definitely a very fast seed.
Yes. In the air at 5 minutes, one of the two loose already.
Yeah.
Nothing bad that we found so far key item-wise to dissuade us from a quick go mode.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Agama's on a tile.
Okay, so
I think Luffy has the better grind.
probably.
But that's not the best room to do the grind in if he's going to grind on it. The upper room with no off-step encounter, technically the better spot.
No, that has no off-step encounter. You can just go down and up.
I thought there was a three gap, not a 2 gap.
No, that's a 2 gap.
Well, he's going to the other one. Never mind. And actually, now that I think about it, this is the bad one. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I lost at this game. Is there a better room for him to do the set? There isn't, is there?
If you want to go all the way to the 3rd floor, I guess.
That still has an off-step, though.
I think Luffy is... Either we saw something on the Agama that we missed.
There was nothing.
Or he wants the key item that's in here for increased scaling. Or...
See that? Or he says no.
Or the Agama had too much melee and he was just like, nah, not today.
It didn't seem bad, honestly.
Okay.
And too much melee is not a problem when you're trying to kill crap off anyway.
Yeah, but you want one of them to live.
Only one. The black belt. We have learned the riddle of the Lefenish in 5 seconds. No, you're going to... It's fine. Superstore's on. Go buy all your magical Lefane.
Unless we're about to turn around and go back in, maybe there was something we wanted in Magic?
I
don't think we found it.
I mean, you did the slab trans while you're here. You should go do that.
Meanwhile, Serisan has stopped grinding on the zombie Ds and is headed further down in. I did not catch what level he stopped
That's
at.
not fast enough for anything more than 32.
Yeah, I don't think we went higher than 32.
And now he finds the Agama.
Oh. No, wait, no, that's him.
Or.
That was 10 hits, him 42.
Or.
And there's a bad Mazza.
Well, that Mazza would have been nice while doing the grind.
The seed is telling Serisan, hey, remember that time you committed to a grind? What if that was just way too early?
What if you should have looked just a little harder?
Yeah, Luffy was unhappy with the Agamas, unhappy with the Zombie Ds, and is now looking elsewhere. We're trying desert spots, seeing if we can find, I don't know, sandworms, T-Rex, something.
So it's like right off the step then.
Yeah.
Okay. This does feel a little bad. Now we're going to go do Lefane.
Uh-huh.
Nice long walk off after the first encounter, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely. Out of the way, man. We're heroes of light. So, if you didn't get the loose... You were getting loose Matoy. There was no way out. Oh. Come on, game.
Sir. All right, so Luffy's got Crystal, has to go back to Matoya. Indignity of indignities.
But we were just there.
Luffy he's definitely trying to find a grind that he wants. The desert didn't work. We didn't like the Agama. We didn't like the Zombie D. Are we holding out for an eye?
Maybe we just didn't like how long the Agama was taking to die. Which, if that case, a couple of extra levels could make the Agama a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Serisan says, I don't need other party members. Black Belt is king. Keeps going with just Black Belt. Everything runs from Black Belt, so...
Everything runs from that Black Belt.
Black Belt. We punch. He's still fighting, so I guess it's... Even though he's at 10 hits for this, that doesn't mean he's at 10 hits for the boss. Oh, never mind.
Well, there's
44.
There is a school of thought that says that as long as you make the encounter take 1 round, that is the fastest.
Yeah.
And there's a chance you won't run. There's no chance that it won't just go squish when you punch it.
Yeah. That definitely did. Vampire paste.
Mm-hmm. So Luffy gets the key out of Matoya, and now just needs Chime and Oxiel?
Chime. Which Oxiel is not Sarda. Was it Sarda? No, it wasn't Sarda.
No, Sarda was the loot.
Ribbo +4.
Oh, Sages.
Oh, okay, so that's a freebie.
Off
There's the
camera, over this way, is a Danny.
Danny, our tracker extraordinaire. She knows what's going on, obviously. So, Luffy should end up with that whenever he goes to stages. So that puts him at 1 item.
Right.
If he goes and does that, he will stop checking chests, and then he just has to go get shot.
Yes.
He has a minor advantage right now. Like, very small.
Ooh. So,
Other people finish it
Serisan has encountered specters with poison damage, and him health am low. And he's not stopping to heal. I suspect healing's not an option. This... We're close to a feels bad moment. We're down on 1 knee, otherwise known as more health than the mages will get for most of this race.
Yeah. Black Belt's just milking it. He's taking the soccer red card, okay? It is... Him not healing... I guess you're right. He must be out of health pots.
Like, there's something to be said for saving time on menuing, but under 25% health is just like... All right, we made it to Lich. You should be smooth sailing from here.
And it was.
Goodbye, Lich.
Now we just don't want to see anything in the next couple steps.
Oh. They running. And the last one can't do anything. And away it goes.
Okay, yay! And we're safe. There's that Oxyale, so Luffy is 1 item from Go mode. Whether or not he cares. Oh yeah, and Serisan still has to check chests because that canal was the random canal in Earth.
Oh, and there's a chime lit up for Luffy.
Is there?
Was apparently missed it from Keylocked.
Oh! That was the Canary item then.
Yeah.
So he is...
In Go mode.
He is in Go.
He just needs to find the grind.
So if he can find a grind, advantage Luffy. Swings just that fast, everyone. Wrong eye.
Wrong eye. Wrong eye.
Well, benefit took out the white mage you didn't really need for your grind.
First turn was a benefit. Second turn was, crap, I gotta stop and drink heal pots now.
Pop a couple cabins. Or a house. Okay, sure.
And we're returning to the scene of the zombie dragons.
Guessing... You've got nukes and you've got black shirts.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short party grind here real quick.
And as long as they keep punching black belt mages, that's okay by me.
Question in chat, where was the slab? The slab was the Martian sent him, which Luffy has, Serisan does not.
And Serisan currently shows no interest in ever discovering it.
Yeah, we know that it's not an item required for Go mode, so I suspect he'll be perfectly happy to just leave Marsh alone.
This just once again cements the idea, go to Marsh.
Yeah, slab.
This cements the idea that you go to Marsh in these flags, because Marsh always has something.
Our wonderful tracker, Danny,
Yes.
has actually reminded me that the slab was not, in fact, useless, because the slab led to the crystal, led to the key. So we do need that. So Serisan does have to go to Marsh.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying slab was useless.
Oh. I thought it was.
No, slab was... I was just saying while you were talking to Danny, you got to go to Marsh because Marsh had what was important. It's important to always go to Marsh in this flag set. This flag set rewards Marsh, much as I hate it.
Won't stop me from skipping it.
Hashtag never Marsh.
That's why I'm in the loser's bracket.
That's why I'm not playing anymore. Although I was going to Marsh and that wasn't the reason why. Luffy up to 20. Look at those black mages boogie. One side has them boogieing, the other they're dabbing. Just a little party in here. This is what we have to talk about because nothing important is going on just yet.
Well,
Except for more gargoyles frying the party.
All right,
the
so
crown.
crown.
which we know leads to nothing important. Well, I mean, maybe it leads to power bunk. I still don't feel that's important for level 45 black belt.
At 42 or higher, we're not going to need that.
Yeah.
We need fast, and if the black mages feel like doing something, they can temper.
If they're feeling saucy.
Yeah.
Yeah. House purchases I agree with.
21 houses. Let's go. Comment in chat from Chanigan. Luffy grind is going way faster than Serisan, but Serisan having the early levels really helps him. I've always been a subscriber to the philosophy that in a contest of black belts, he who grinds first wins. Because when the higher level black belt goes over the content that the lower level one did, it's just going to be faster because so much stuff is just going to run out of your way. And he'll just have a better chance to run. It's just better all around.
Indeed. That is if you can find a viable grind early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the quote-unquote good grinds are buried. Ooh, one of our black mages is almost dead. If only the dragons would punch the right thing.
Dragons, please.
I don't know what we're applauding, but I'm applauding it now.
The survivability of black mages.
I'll applaud that.
Yeah. They're hanging in there. We don't want them to, but they're hanging in there.
Yes, please, kill a black mage. Yes, please, kill
Hey! One down, one to go.
And we got 6 hits now. We pretty much don't need them anymore. Especially when they low roll a nuke. I mean, hey! Hey.
Perfect.
Level 25. Oh, Luffy, please. Punch better. Luffy, please. Meanwhile, Serisan is checking everything because he doesn't realize the second loose is not that important.
Right.
And that is, of course, an issue with the routing. Serisan had a great early start. Like, there was no doubting. 10 minutes ahead on the floater, had the grind. Time to just go to... Oh,
Yeah, this is where Luffy makes the time back.
yes. And then some. When the ghosts are punching your black belt for 200 plus, game, please. Ghosts, too tough. Please nerf.
Chanigan at chat. If Luffy risks it at 32, we have a race.
I wouldn't, now that I'm on a viable grind.
Right. I think we've seen enough examples so far at SGLive that people who stop the black belt at 32 just have a real bad time.
You didn't get to see that race. I lost. And I lost to heel potting to keep my black belt up, who was only at 34 at the time. It is what it is. I mean, there was a thought that if he felt behind the 8-ball, he might cut it short.
Question chat. What else could the second loose be? So it could be one of our missing fetch items.
Ribbon, Vorpal, Power Bonk.
Well, that's the gear. It could also be the crown, which could lead to something.
Crown they found. I thought they found crown. Maybe they didn't find crown.
I don't think we found crown. It could be the ruby that goes nowhere. It could be the bottle that leads to something.
Tail.
Could be tail. And the canal. The canal is still out there.
The canal is still out there.
And it's not in the inner sea, which...
Wait. Serisan has the canal marked off. Canal is not out there. Canal is Earth Cave. That was the random item in Earth Cave.
Okay.
Brain is slowly spinning up there. Now you can see why it takes me a while to win games.
I'm not used to being all 3D like this. I'm used to just being some audio construct on the internet. It's taking a lot of resources to maintain this form.
to be visible and like social on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Serisan, are you going to go to Marsh? Oh, Serisan go to Marsh. Lost a little time, gave up some of his early lead to Luffy. I think. Wesley's level 37. I think Serisan will be. Well, he still has to do the translation, walk it down, turn it in, get the thing. I think we might be in a dead heat at that point. It will be all down to routing. Neck and neck, as they so say. They. The vague they.
Thems.
Now, that said, Serisan does have one crystal over Luffy.
Right.
Luffy will have to walk this out and then go do that.
Yeah. That's the thing, is like Earth is like right here.
Yeah.
And he ain't gonna open any boxes like Serisan did.
And stuff's just going to run from him now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're still mostly in for a dead heat. Thrilling stuff here from Luffy's side.
Everyone loves grind.
This will get him here the rest of the way. 12,000 on a level 41 should get him. And if it doesn't, anything he kills on his way down will do it.
Yeah.
There we go. And we're walking out, and we're just going to punch these while we're at it. This will get him to 43, presumably. Ow. Also ow.
I get real scared when I see skills, but we punch through.
In time. 43. Goodbye, Cobras. Serisan has a slab. Serisan does look like he has the crown, so he's going to go do the crown turn in now. This gives Luffy just a little more time to catch up. And it's something -5. Maybe the Vorp, maybe the Bonk. I didn't see which, but doesn't matter. It's a -5 and it's gone. Slab translation over here while Luffy walks through Earth. And Serisan is doing Ice Cave.
Okay.
Well,
That
hurts.
is the turn of events
Yeah.
Luffy really, really, really needed. I think we now have a race on our hands.
I think Luffy has the lead.
I think it's a bit more even than that.
Well, we know Serisan's going to reset out. Unless it's a turn-in.
Unless it's a turn. And if it's crown, he's carrying it out.
Can't be crown. He did the crown. He got a -5 something off of Astos and reset out of it.
Okay.
Annie, please, mark the crown. Danny yelling at me for talking to her. So what happens when you put 3 admins in a row up front?
Just look at the inefficiency on display.
Nothing but trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're thinking. We're taken? We're taken.
Keep a black mage alive for the end game? I don't know. I would have set out of that. You already have a ribbon, I thought.
Oh, he's still looking for loose.
Oh, Serisan, please.
Serisan, please.
Hey, look, Katana plus. Oh. Where's a viable sword when I need one?
That'll look great in some vendor shop.
Would have been lovely. If only the bonuses and the malices actually. Oh, okay. Well, that's something. You can see he even paused for a second. Like, oh, hello. Hello there, Roostic. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Oh, I'll take that. Where have you been all my life? But anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Lich.
The mighty
Roar!
Lich. Scourge, and it's dead.
He actually lasted longer than I expected. We got to acknowledge his presence. And we're off. Ice Cave was a bust, except for a ribbon, which I wouldn't have cared about, but sure, whatever.
Oh, Serisan is going to have himself a full clear of this here volcano.
This is more and more time seeded over to Luffy.
He doesn't want to do slab turn in until he has bottle for the routing.
And he did get the root stick. So now what we're looking at, I believe, is if the Topher is bad enough, Serisan's items can give him an advantage. White shirt plus ruse to try and get the defense up, if like Kraken and so forth are punching real hard.
It would have to be some kind of unholy nightmare to stop Luffy's party at this point.
We have seen those though.
We have. I mean, FFR. Sometimes it will be this, but
it's not always.
It's not
this.
always
it's
this.
Always this. Then this flag set does lead to very high scaling for the bosses. The rolls allow for that. So it's not unheard of to find a Kraken that can punch harder than your black belt can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You walk into Kraken 2, it's all fun and games. Suddenly you see incoming, like, 12 hits, 900 damage, black belt goes down, and you're like, wait a minute. That wasn't in the script.
And in potential scenario, nuke on one of the early fiends, nuke on another fiend, suddenly you're down 2 or 3 of your mages, and then you got to get through a nasty Kraken or Tiamat. By what mage? Nasty Kraken or Tiamat who has like the ability to take down your black belt or use up all your resources. And you're sitting there going, what do I even have left for Chaos if I even get there? There is some advantage for Serisan. Now, of course, all those nukes that we're saying in this hypothetical situation will also affect Serisan, but there's a possibility.
I mean, we don't have set RNG on, so remember they won't affect Serisan.
What? Who would put that on a flag set?
Oh, hello, Carrie. You've eaten 2 sub-200 nukes, and the punch does the rest of it.
This is what I'm saying about the scaling, though. Like, you fight Carrie in a normal flag set, she'll go down to a couple nukes, maybe. But here, she's like, laughs it off. Ha! I'm just getting my second wind. So with that, Luffy has 2 crystals lit. He's just going to go bang out the other 2 right now, because who cares about treasures? Who cares about dungeons?
Comment in chat right now, I rather get the feeling a few punches in Chaos may not last that long. That definitely is the impression you get watching a lot of these early Fiend fights and like the grind and everything. Chaos can have evasion, like a surprising amount of evasion and a surprising amount of absorb, and suddenly what you thought was going to be 1,000 damage a swing is now 500 damage a swing.
Or 200.
And you got it, and you got 3,000, 4,000 health to get through.
Yeah, we always joke about the Nerf bats that the
Yeah.
fighter and the thief swings. We're talking about like those foams Hulk cans.
Yeah,
you know?
the Hulk cans.
Yeah, the Hulk cans.
Yeah, you're still throwing like 10 of them at a go.
Smash
but,
it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything.
I mean, it makes the noise. It's a
We all know the Hulk can noise.
Yeah.
Don't act like you don't.
Yeah, we've all done it. Don't pretend you haven't. Serisan steps up. Carrie goes away. Serisan is up to 3 orbs, but is still opening a lot of boxes. Where Luffy is going for the longest dungeon, Mirage Sky, but he's not going to mess around with the loose incentive item up in Sky because we don't need it. I don't think he'll even stop for the greed checks on the 3rd floor. I think he's looking at the time. I think he's looking at his orb count and thinking, ain't nobody got time for this. We got to go.
And this is where Luffinians say, hey, by the way, that old blind witch you talked to earlier, yeah, you got to go talk to her again. Luffy is just motoring. It will take Serisan about enough time for Luffy to finish this dungeon.
Right.
And then Luffy will have Oxyale dungeon to do. Sea Palace, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That watery place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The water temple. Yeah.
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 Misery Mire.
Yeah.
And then
Lake Serenity.
And then Serisan will have Wind Shrine, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll work this out. Air Castle. Cloud Castle. There. That's
Space Cave.
That's Space Cave. I loved going to Space Cave. I always wanted to go there as a kid.
What about Swamp Palace? Yeah. That's still on the list of things to do.
Note how we didn't say Water Temple from Ocarina of Time because no one wishes that on anyone. Although I will admit, honestly, I liked that dungeon. I'm the weird one.
You are the weird one.
I'm the weird one. I thought it was interesting. It's different.
It's different, but it's like mechanical.
Maybe it just worked for my brain. I don't know. The rest of the game I hated, but I liked that game, that dungeon.
Speaking of things we like and hate, if Luffy encounters a robot chicken up here, do we think we're taking this fight?
I would.
I would.
I don't know that he would. Well, he doesn't need the levels, but I still would.
The only thing
for
better
the fans.
The only thing better than 43 is 46.
If he ain't 50, he ain't ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, downside, Luffy is only a half a dungeon ahead right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, that Tio was just squashed. No Hulk hands there.
Question in chat. Warmech in this black set? Warmech is set to vanilla, so if we do find it, it's going to be on the Bridge of Destiny.
Right eye. We always shout wrong eye.
Yeah.
Just felt like we needed to shout right eye for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to celebrate good vision.
Yeah. Doesn't even save. Bold move there, Luffy.
I mean...
Or had to revive. No, don't revive. Bold moves, Luffy.
Bold, safe moves.
Bold, safe move there, Luffy. We say it with love.
So chat is discussing the proper way to navigate the Sky Maze. What's your direction and why is it wrong?
Up, left, up, left. I have to do it broken up because my brain forgets whether or not I've done both in a single row. So up, left, up, or left, up, I guess. Because I'm also dyslexic and reversed it.
I
like
also sometimes lose count, so I tap like the right analog stick as I clear a number.
I get that.
Right, down, down.
If you do it right and you aim it right, which I don't always do, when you're doing an up, either left or right, then you're already pressing up when you get onto the next floor, and you can just keep holding it, and you don't have a weird having to adjust or do something stupid, because I am prone to doing something stupid. And I have been told that left is one step faster than right.
I think it's up is faster than down.
Well, in either case, left, up, left, up.
Yeah.
That's why.
My problem is I learned right, down, down as a kid, because that's how it was laid out in the strategy guide.
Yeah.
So,
can't break it.
Yeah.
No. Serisan in first because Water Temple being Water Temple.
Yep. 46-43 into Topher. Good golly dang.
Luffy had to have gone in on a different encounter table, too, because he has just gotten worse encounters both here and in Sky than Serisan did. So
there's Lich 2. There goes Lich 2. Here's Carry 2.
They'll go Carry 2.
Going to be about the same.
Well, he went for... Nope, okay.
Yep.
There was a chance she had Absorb. It was not a big chance.
Kraken 2. Get the punch first. Never mind.
Okay. Hey, look, we're leveling our black mages.
Tia, you got anything you want to say?
Double fast. And a punch. And a gong.
No? Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
You had your chance. And on to Chaos.
Didn't realize that the Fiend 2s today were played by cardboard cutouts from a 7-Eleven.
Now who has the whole cans?
All right, Chaos, you going to do anything?
No.
Nope.
Lightning 2 is nothing.
Yeah, that's a free turn. Punch of the first. 14
look,
hits, 708.
Only 700.
All right, the Absorb is here.
Oh, why didn't you give us the cheeky brack? I was in for it.
Punch the next. 10 hits, 1121. Chaos still there.
I think after 2 tempers, Chaos is not getting a third chance.
Here comes Zap.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
That would have been his only chance.
Outward punch.
And a goodbye. Oh, no.
13 hits, 1341.
Whoa.
Still not goodbye.
Wow.
Chaos says, hang on, I've got more bad magic for you.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
There
16
we go.
hits, 1895. Down goes Chaos. Serisan finishing in first place. Well done.
We'll bring Serisan over, but we're going to let Luffy finish it out before we... Because he's almost done.
Yeah, he's right here.
Done. It's fine. Will he have any worse luck or better luck? Nuke.
Starting with a nuke, that's
Crack.
a rookie mistake.
Crack.
Lich responds with crack.
Crack.
And
God. Okay.
yeah, Lich being kind to Luffy and removing unnecessary actions from the rest
Hold
of his
A.
Topher dive.
Just hold A.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't want to call it the tale of two Tophers because stuff's still dying. You didn't.
See, Kraken did that thing that I said
were talking
would be a bad
about.
time.
Did we not say?
Yeah, yeah. Kraken did the thing eventually. I think Luffy's calling it. I think he's coming down.
he's unraveling. He's done. he's out. Let you grab your microphone.
Yep.
There we go. Yes. You're listening to Final Fantasy Randomizer Radio. GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Oh, are they not on?
I think
Mic check.
I think they just have to turn them on.
Yeah, we're just waiting for a mic check. Because I definitely don't hear you. I mean, I hear you because you're right here. But
Yeah.
yeah. Are we good now?
Hello?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Here.
Yep.
Got to get that heart rate down.
So how was that?
Ice and volcano checks felt real bad.
I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't, but it's okay. It's okay. I turned in the slab, got the crystal, got the key, got the chime. That was my go mode, and then
Yeah,
we're
it
off.
was
I already
same,
had 3 orbs lit by then, so it was okay.
Yeah.
I was just hoping I didn't have to go to ordeals, and yeah.
So this really was like a tale of two seeds.
What?
No, it is.
Hold on that. Luffy and I live rent-free in each other's heads, and we actually diverged? What is
At the
this?
beginning.
One of you went to Matoya. One of you did not.
Ah.
Yeah. So it was a 10-minute advantage in the air, and that 10-minute advantage basically said the whole seed for both of you, even with you checking boxes, couldn't bleed into that hard enough.
And then one of you settled on Zombie D pretty much immediately. One of you did not.
One of you also had Agamas that you didn't bother with either.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good stuff in Earth Cave, and then I'm like, all right, let me just try to go through this, and I'll kill the party. I'll do the zombie Ds then. And the Fire 2 gargoyles said no.
Yeah.
And then I spun wheels for like 5 minutes thinking.
But then one of you immediately went to Marsh. One of you did not.
Yeah, that was where some of the time was made back up and why you were so close.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't even remember what was in Marsh at this point.
Slab.
Yeah.
Slab, which led to go mode, basically.
Yep.
I have a feeling I know why you put off Slab turn in for a while, but would you care to elaborate?
I was right there, Fizzle. That's really it. Like, all right, I know that realistically with the run off of the second encounter, we take one step, reset. Okay, now we have a gigantic run. That slab turn in would have been real fast, and yes, it would have saved me just probably like 8 minutes. But I was right at ice. And then I was right at volcano, and I'm just like, well, I'm not going to check the hairpins. But I'll check everything else like a dummy. I don't know where the second loose was. But
I don't think we ever found it. My guess was you were waiting for Bottle before you did both.
Not really. Like, I will say I was super disappointed when I saw the ribbon and ice and then not a second loose. And then I was real disappointed all through Volcano when I didn't see anything of value. I laughed really hard, though, when I did see that Agama into the Masa. That was high quality humor right there.
That was the Earth 3 chest, the elemental block on first
Yeah,
floor.
the bottom
Yeah.
of Earth 2. Yeah. After I had a 42 black belt and no heal pots, and I was going to do Earth anyway, because dang it, I'm right here.
It's
Yeah.
right there.
It's right there.
It's
Just
free
do it.
real estate.
It was free real estate, and then Damage Poison was like, You have 200 hit points left to finish the rest of Earth 4 and Lich.
We all clenched for you. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because at first it's just like, oh, he'll just heal after this, and then you didn't heal. It's just like, oh, I don't think he can heal.
I ran out of heal pots around level 38.
So, Luffy, I know you checked Desert for dinosaur grinds. Was there any... Were you thinking of maybe just checking one more dungeon, hoping for like an eye or something, or...
I mean, I knew that the zombie dragons were there and the waters, but I was kind of like, they were hitting very hard, and I was hoping because of the hard reset, maybe they were sandwiches. I can get the black belt to 21 real quick, and then the zombie Ds are a lot less threatening, because I didn't want to take a lot of the party the way I had to up into the 20s before they were killed off. But I mean, it wasn't that slow once I got it going, so I probably should have done it the first time, but by then I was already confused about, like, I already feel behind because of that canoe, or the herb to the canoe, and I'm like, oh, this is 10 minutes behind. I didn't need to do what I did in Marsh. But hopefully the slab saves me a little bit of time, and I think it did, because I was able to go mode all 4 dungeons once I saw that the Oxiel was at the Crescent, and I was like, oh, Oxiel is my go mode. Okay, fine, then let's go.
So, Serisan, you're moving on to Big Time Fancy Pants Championship.
I was not expecting this.
Finals.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? At least I get to take a little bit of a rest and watch the rest of you guys duke it out. It's the Thunderdome. We may have some things outside casting thunder on purpose, but I get to take it easy for a little bit and just watch and probably see somebody emerge that is raring to go, and my hands are going to feel cold. So we'll see.
Luffy, you're back down in the losers bracket where all the fun is.
Yes.
Back down. That's a right where you belong, man.
What? If I make it past their link a lot, I'm going to be your opponent. So
No,
like,
you know what? We all made it in there. It's the admin's bracket now.
Yeah, it's the admin's
bracket. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I came here to have some fun. I'm having some fun. I was going to get at least 2. I was promised at least 2 races. I got at least 2 races. So we'll see what happens later, and I'll race whoever's there and hopefully get another crack at Saracen.
I did see just a little bit of that Topher dive, and I'm just gonna say the part that's gonna make you sad. Tiamat was the first fiend to get a turn.
Yeah, that was not pleasant.
Yeah.
I figured I'd take 1 shot because it's 90 seconds with a black belt, and this one was not going to be 90 seconds on that first dive. It happens.
Yeah, so it goes.
I have no questions.
All right, well, I think that's going to call it for our broadcast here.
Okay.
Thanks to Speed Gaming Live for giving us a room and chairs and lots of equipment.
I will do our speech.
Yeah, do the speech.
If you like what you saw here and you'd like to see more, come to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, where you can find the randomizer, as well as links to our Discord and our development Discord, our wiki, resources to learn everything you need to do, everything you need to become a player in Final Fantasy Randomizer. We will have our marathon coming up in December. That's going to be our rando marathon, where everyone who plays randomizers is welcome, and submit a randomizer and it'll get in, and then you play a randomizer, and it's awesome. It's all for charity. BCF, the Burn Children's Fund from South Carolina.
Yep.
Medical University of South Carolina in
Musk.
Conjunction with the South Carolina firefighters.
We raised over $5,000 for them this last time. We're hoping to do that again this year. Good cause. Good cause, everyone. Good cause. And then winter tournaments coming up in January.
Yep.
That's our big solo player extravaganza. Come join, come play that. Whether you're good or you're not, I'm not. Just come play.
Lots of room. Doors are open.
Yeah, everyone can play. Everyone gets in. It's fun. And then afterwards, if you want to actually learn to play, which I still haven't done, 4 years. Who needs to learn? We have our Duckling program. It's 6 weeks of training for our Duckling boot camp. That's what we call our new players. They love it. It's fine. That's what we call our new players. 6 weeks of training. You get to learn everything about the randomizer because these two over here go
It's
into
true, it's us.
deep details. You too. This is the perfect time to introduce this. Go into everything you ever need to know about the randomizer in detail. It's great. You learn everything. I should really watch them. And then afterwards, we have a 4 to 5 week tournament to let the ducklings play and get their flippers wet. Have a good time. And then we'll have other stuff after that. We are always doing something. We're not just always here. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
PropHistoryRandomizer.com.
All right. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.